Hello and thank you for joining us for another episode of Hidden Japan. On this episode we will hike 8 kilometers up a pilgrimage trail in Yoshino Mountain of Nara Prefecture. This mountain is very famous for its cherry blossom trees that are located all over the mountain. We will also visit Yoshino village, visit the second most biggest wooden temple in Japan, and see some local foods. Stay with us for this exciting episode. Hey, hello everyone and welcome to my channel again. Today we have a very interesting place we want to show you. We are now in Nara Prefecture, which is from Osaka's west side. We took a drive over here, me and my friend Rodney, which I'll introduce to you. I'll introduce to him later. That's his thumb. And it's springtime. What happens in spring? The sakura, the cherry blossoms. And we're gonna take you to an area today which is one of the most famous areas in Japan, but is not very touristic, which has 30,000 trees that were planted 1,300 years ago. There's 180 kind of trees growing over there, and they're growing on a slope of a mountain which is called Yoshino Yama. Those trees are as old as when they plant them, and there's 180 kinds, which I just said, which makes all the kinds of sakura in Japan. So you can see all the sakuras growing in one time. Now, why did they grow them on a slope of a mountain? They grow them on a slope of the mountain so you can enjoy a longer season of sakura. As we know, sakura, the cherry blossom, blooms only 2 weeks of the year, and it depends on the weather. So as you go up the mountain, it's cooler and the sakura blooms a little bit later. So what they did, they actually extended the bloom of the sakura for a whole month. And that's what we're gonna see today. We're gonna hike 8 kilometers up the mountain. Join us, it's gonna be interesting. We made it. And look how beautiful the whole area is. So we're starting from the bottom, and this is Rodney. Say hi, Rodney, to everyone.
Hi, Rodney, to everyone.
Rodney's a friend of mine for a long time. We know each other. He's also a tour guide like me, without a job now because of the corona, and we decided to climb together. So let's start our climb. So our climb will start from here. There are, like we said, there's 4 stages. It's called Shimon Senbon, the first stage. The second stage is called Naka Senbon. The third stage of the sakura is called Kami Senbon. And the last one on the top, which where we're going to, is called Oku Senbon. Now there's some places we want to see on the way. One of them is a shrine that 400 years ago Toyotomi Hideyoshi had a big Hanami party here, which was the shogun of Japan in the end of the 1600s. And there's a very important temple called Kinpusenji, which belongs to the Shogendo religion. Shogendo religion is one of the Buddhist sects in Japan, and most of their temples are up in the mountains. They believe they can come to enlightening with getting rid of all their evil souls or evil demons by sitting under a waterfall or hanging from high cliffs. And the temple that's here is their most important temple in Japan, and it's the second biggest wooden temple in Japan. Okay guys, so this is the entrance for the first shrine we came to see. After a very stiff walk of about 20 minutes, we arrived to the first station, and this shrine behind me is called Yoshino Mizu. It's a shrine that is dedicated for a female goddess, actually. And they say that Toyotomi Hideyoshi made a Hanami party here when he came to see the sakura and got all drunk. Let's check it out. Konnichiwa. We're very lucky to come here in the morning, but there's not a lot of people. Because later on it's probably going to be packed. But what we realize now, that actually in the Shimon Senbon, Naka Senbon and Kami Senbon, the sakura is already at its end, so we're gonna have to climb all the way to the top. I just hope we can get some footages of the mountain with my drone. This is the shrine. It's a small shrine, and our next station will be a Buddhist temple. So here people would make their wishes. People give a little dime to help for the temple, and then they make a wish. And usually they also make wishes over here, as you can see. So they buy one of those plasters and they make a wish. If your husband is going abroad, you want him to make the journey safe, you make a wish for that. If your daughter is pregnant and you want her to have a healthy child, you make a wish for that. Usually people wish for their family. And over here you can buy all kind of luck charms for your child when he goes to school or for the car. Okay, so we made it to the first village, and over here you can see everyone's walking up towards Oku Senbon, which sadly that's the only place that has sakura now. We missed the first 3 steps, and there are also places where you can eat lunch, and there's a few places that are specialized in nara tsukemono.
Yeah, bro, put this in your face.
Which is usually, it's Japanese pickles, but usually are a little bit sweeter. Wait, she wants me to taste something. これ麹でしょ。あれ麹アレルギー。
あ、そう。
そう。
ダメなんですか。
ダメ。大好きやけどね。これぐらいやったら大丈夫。
あ、そう。
麹そのまま食べたら。
あ、そうなんだ。
そう。めっちゃ痒くなる。
そんなにやる。
初めて聞いたでしょ。
いや、聞きました。
それ最近。
もったいない、俺は食べる。美味しい。
そうですか。
So what they do with the pickles here, they put them in sake ris, which is the leftovers of the koji, which is a type of fungus that gives all the umami. Now, I just explained to them that I'm allergic to koji, and not to all of them, but if there is one miso that I had recently with koji, I had it a few times, and then I was all swollen up and all my body started itching. So raw koji, or something that has a lot of koji in it, I usually I don't touch. But you don't have to be afraid, because I'm probably the only person I met that is allergic to koji. So so they also, for the first time, they heard for the first time that someone is allergic to koji. Okay, we made it to the temple. I wanted to see the Kimpo Senji, which is part of the pilgrimage. How do you say it?
I'm just
Pilgrimage.
absorbed by the drunk elephants
The pilgrimage.
serenading us.
Yeah, they're probably praying now. We're gonna take a look inside. I hope they're gonna let us film inside. In some temples they don't allow, but this building is 1,400 years old and it's still the same. They probably fixed it once in a while, but it was never rebuilt or it was never burnt. And it's the second biggest wooden building or wooden temple in Japan. Let's go take a look. Let's go see if we can film inside. Okay, so well, like I thought, yeah, we're not allowed to film inside, but luckily today was a very special day where they opened a special section inside the temple that you can see a big statue. Sadly, we couldn't film it. But there is another thing I want to show you, and that's the three-tower pagoda over here, the three-floor pagoda. There you go. And you can see the sakura trees on the side. They're already, there's a little red leaves coming out, and soon they're going to be green. It means that the sakura is going to take the bus. And this is the way to the bus. As you can see, you can buy souvenirs here. While you're walking, so this is there's a small antique shop over here, and the sword that you see here was actually used by the cavalry. It is a Japanese sword, and it's about 100 years old, and he's selling it only for $110. And all those old cups. Well, we've been here for a few hours already. I didn't know, and I didn't have any idea that this little village would be so beautiful. You can easily spend a day on this pilgrimage route. And until the end of the video, I won't be able to say pilgrimage correctly.
So pretty, man.
It is beautiful. Okay. And this is called dango. Konnichiwa. It's a Japanese sweet. And over here you have dango with sakura on it and anko. And everything is handmade. Okay, we found the bus station with a big line, and it's gonna take about an hour until the bus comes, so we decided to take a hike. And now we're walking up to Nakasenbon. We have an hour and 10-minute walk. We'll see you on the way. Thank you once again for joining us and watching this part 1 of Yoshino Mountain. Please join us for part 2, but for that, don't forget to subscribe and push that like button so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.